Today's revision, we will do it on training in sports. Here we will learn about isometric, isotonic and isokinetic. It's a revision, already you have done it, but still once again. Training is teaching or developing in oneself or others any skills and knowledge or fitness that relates to specific useful experiences. Training also refers to the development of physical fitness related to a specific competence such as sport, martial art and other occupation. So sports training is a long-term process for preparing athletes on several aspects required for optimal performance. Training programs are organized on the basis of the levels of the sports person. So what is strength? Strength is one of the most important component of physical fitness. It is certainly essential for sports performance. Muscular strength is defined as the force that can be exerted by muscles. In simple words, strength is the ability of a muscle or a group of muscles to act or overcome resistance. According to David R. Lapp, muscular strength is best defined operationally as the greatest amount of force that muscles can produce in a single maximal effort. The types of strength are static strength, dynamic strength, and dynamic strength is further subdivided into maximum strength, explosive strength, and strength endurance. When we take up static strength, it is also called as isometric strength. It is the ability of a muscle to act against resistance. Static strength is not usually applied in sports, but in weightlifting it is applied in phases. Dynamic strength can be called isotonic strength because it is strength related to the movements. Movements are clearly visible when someone's using dynamic strength. It is of three types. One is maximum strength, and maximum strength is the ability of a muscle to overcome against maximum resistance. Mainly, maximum strength can be derived by voluntary actions. It is the ability of a muscle or muscle group to apply maximum force against resistance in a single effort. Maximum strength is important in sports where heavy resistance is needed. Weightlifting, throwing events, jumping events. So next we will see about explosive strength and then strength endurance. Explosive strength is the ability of muscle to overcome resistance as fast as possible. It is as fast as possible. It is a combination of strength and speed. Explosive strength is as fast as possible, and it is mainly used in spiking of volleyball, jump in basketball, sprint events, etc. Strength endurance. Strength endurance is the combination of two components as well, that is strength and endurance. It is ability of the muscle to overcome resistance under conditions of fatigue. The sports like judo, wrestling requires strength endurance because in the last moments of the fight, the players have to apply strength in spite of being fatigued. The long distance races also require strength endurance to finish the race. Many sports like swimming, road running, cycling also requires strength endurance. So this is about your endurance, strength endurance and the various strength. And now the methods to improve your strength, that is isokinetic, can be developed in many methods. Isokinetic and isometric, how to improve? Let's see here. In 1953, Hettinger and Muller of Germany introduced isometric exercises. In the beginning, they claimed that tremendous gain in strength would result from isometric training. So earlier it was thought isometric was required, As isometric training produces um, procedures. Okay, isometric training procedures are based on the theory that strength is gained to a large extent by training the muscles against a fixed resistance. Hettinger and Muller claimed that 5% of original strength increases if isometric contraction is held for 6 seconds per day for a week. Later, in 1967, Brunner explained that isometric training increases static strength more as compared to dynamic strength. So here are two words, iso and metric. Iso means same, metric means refers to some muscle length. So isometric exercises are those exercises in which the length of the muscle remains the same during isometric workout. No external movement is visible to the third person. During an isometric contraction, muscle develops tension but does not change length. Isometric exercises are common in games where static phases are common. Archery, gymnastics, yoga, judo, wrestling, weightlifting. So these are the isometric staying in the same place and then lifting, and you cannot see the effect that's happening externally. So this is isometric, that is static strength training. Okay. The isometric exercises would be done on Tuesday and Thursday, whereas isotonic exercises should be done on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Remaining days are treated as days of rest. In isometric exercises, special instrument is used and is called power rack. The power rack has two adjustable pins which can direct the athlete lifter to hold isometric contraction with particular weight and at a specific angle. Some of the examples of isometric exercises are shown below in the pictures. This is a leg press, one example of isometric exercise. Holding legs at 45 degree is also isometric exercise, and then holding dumbbells sideways is also isometric, and then pushing a wall is also isometric. So examples of on power rack. Okay, on power rack, arm press and then squat press. Okay, so these are the exercises: bench press, deadlift, heel raisers, standing press, bend knee sit-ups, arm curls, upright rollers. Okay, so let's see the isometric and isotonic exercises here. Okay, so now about isotonic exercises. In 1945, D. Loney introduced isotonic exercises. Later in 1948, Loney and Watkins explained isotonic exercises in detail. They emphasized the use of heavy resistance and lower repetition for the development of strength and hypertrophy of the muscles, and low resistance with high repetition develops muscular endurance. The word isotonic is derived as iso and tonic from two words. Iso means same, tonic means muscle tone. During isotonic contraction, the muscle changes in length and external movements is visible. External isotonic, it's visible. Okay. It is most famous type of contraction, the kind used in weightlifting. Isotonic contraction is also referred to as dynamic contraction. Isotonic training methods help in training weightlifters and also used in rehabilitation of weak muscles. Isotonic exercises are performed with free weight as they are used in weight training. So these are the examples. Okay. Long and Watkin explained isotonic training program in a systematic manner. They gave the concepts of repetition maximum (RM). Repetition maximum is defined as the maximum load a muscle or muscle group can lift at a given number of time before getting fatigue. For example, if a person can lift 80 kg weight for 8 times before getting fatigue, that weight is considered as an 8 RM load. The same weight could be 12 RM load for another person. So these are the weight: arm curling, wrist curling. Okay, these are the few pictures for isotonic exercises. Squat with this, and a few people can stay for 8 counts and few can stay for 15 counts. So these are the suggested program. Set 1, 10 repetitions at a 10 RM load, and then 3/4. Second one is 10 repetitions at a 3/4 10 RM load, and set 3, 10 repetitions at a 10 RM load. So this is the load. Okay, and now about isotonic exercises. Isotonic exercises were introduced by J.J. Perrine in 1968. This is more advanced as compared to other two methods. It is defined as maximal contraction with constant speed over the full range of movement. So full range of movement. In this exercise, the muscle is made to contract maximally through the whole range of joint. So here comes flexibility. Okay. So here iso means same and kinetic means motion. So isokinetic exercises are performed on an equipment. This equipment also has readout devices for recording of speed and muscle tension. Arm stroke in swimming and pedaling in cycling are the best examples of isokinetic exercises. Isokinetic exercises need special equipments which contains a speed governor so that speed of movement is constant. Governor can be adjusted to different, so this is cycling, to different speed levels. Most of the isokinetic machines also have readout devices for recording muscles tension. This helps in evaluating performance. The method: training should be given between 2 to 4 days per week. The training should last for 6 weeks or longer. The isokinetic exercises should be done at a speed which is as faster than speed of movement involved in various sports skills. It is suggested that 8 to 15 contractions should be done in each set. 3 sets to be performed for each exercises. So these are isometric and isotonic exercises. The differences here are: isometric, lesser, no equipment required; isotonic, sometimes equipment is required to perform them. And second one is it develops static strength. Isometric develops static strength, and this develops dynamic strength. Isometric develops high level of static strength and maximal strength, and isotonic develops strength and endurance. Here the fourth point is it rates the blood pressure, not recommended on heart patients. So here it contributes to hypertrophy of muscles. So this is about strength. And what are the preventive measures for strength training? Proper warm-up should be done. Strong, stable joints are prerequisite for strength training, and stability of musculoskeletal system must be ensured by doing general strength training.